Merhaba arkadaşlar. Umarım güzel bir gün geçiriyorsunuzdur. Bugünkü dersimiz ettirgen fiil. Peki, ettirgen fiil nedir ve nasıl bulunur? Cümlede bir eylemi başkasına yaptırmak veya eylemin başkası tarafından yapıldığını anlatmak için kullanılır. So, we're going to use the ettirgen verb in a sentence to make someone else do an action or to explain that the action was done by someone else. Now, in order for an Ettirgen verb to occur in the sentence, the predicate must take some suffixes in the transitive sentence. Among these suffixes, we have T harfi, dır types. Now, this transitivity is achieved through the transitive verb and a sentence stating that the action was done by someone else, not yourself. In other words, the sentence undergoes a certain transformation as it differs in terms of the action. As a result, with the predicate suffixes, it means that the action was performed by another person or people, and this lesson is very important to be learned. Saçımı kestim. I cut my hair. Who did that? Kim kesti? Ben kestim. But the second sentence is saying saçımı berbere kestirdim, which means the hairdresser cut my hair. So I am saying and someone else is doing the action. In this case, I would say ben berbere kestirdim. Otobüsü tamir edeceğim. I will fix the bus. Kim tamir edecek? Who's gonna fix it? Ben tamir edeceğim. I will fix the bus. But the second sentence is otobüsü tamirciye tamir ettireceğim. I will have the bus repaired by a mechanic. So I'm gonna say, and someone else is gonna do the action. Kim tamir edecek? Tamirci, the mechanic. In this case, I will use ben tamirciye ettireceğim. Marketten kahvaltılık alacağım. I will buy breakfast from the market. Who's doing the action? Kim alacak? Ben alacağım. I will buy. The second sentence, this is the difference. Marketten çocuğa kahvaltılık aldıracağım. I'll make the child buy breakfast from the market. So I'm gonna say, and someone else is gonna do the action. This is the difference. Because I am saying, I am telling another person to do some action. In this case, I would say, ben çocuğa aldıracağım. Öğretmen kitap okuyor. The teacher is reading a book. Who's reading the book? Kim okuyor? Öğretmen okuyor. So I have a person, a subject, and the action he is doing. Öğretmen okuyor. Let's have a look at the second sentence. Öğretmen öğrencilere kitap okutuyor. The teacher makes the student read a book. I have a person, I have a subject, and I have the action. There is a person who's telling the subject, another one, to do some certain action. Who's that telling? Who's the person who's telling? The öğretmen, the teacher. She's telling whom? Öğrencilere, the students, to do what? Okutuyor. To read a book. So, When I have someone telling another one to do some certain action, I have to use like this. Öğretmen öğrencilere okutuyor. Seni 1 saat bekledim. I waited for you for 1 hour. Kim bekledi? Who waited? Ben bekledim. I waited. The second sentence is beni 1 saat beklettin. You made me wait for an hour. So, I came and someone else is made me to wait. In this case, I have to say beni beklettin. Dün bahçeyi temizledim. I cleaned the garden yesterday. I cleaned, ben temizledim. But when I say dün bahçeyi, bahçıvana temizlettim, it means I had the gardener clean the garden yesterday. So I told him and he did it. Not me. I didn't do the action. In this case, I have to say ben bahçıvana temizlettim. Tatil için güzel bir yer ayarlayacağım. I will book a nice place for the holiday. So who's gonna book? Kim ayarlayacak? Ben ayarlayacağım. I'm gonna book. But when I say tatil için babama güzel bir yer ayarlatacağım, I mean I will have my dad to book a nice place for the holiday, which indicates I am gonna say and my dad will do the action. In this case, I would say ben babama followed by the action he's gonna do, which is ayarlatacağım. Bankadan para çekeceğim. I will withdraw money from the bank. Who's gonna do that? Kim çekecek parayı? Ben çekeceğim. I will withdraw. But when I say bankadan avukatıma para çektireceğim, it means I will have my lawyer withdraw money from the bank. So I'm gonna tell him and the lawyer will withdraw the money. Ben söyleyeceğim, avukatım çektirecek. In this case, I have to say ben avukatıma, the person who's going to do the action, followed by the action itself. Çektireceğim. Dergiyi okuyacağım. I will read the magazine. Kim okuyacak? Who's gonna read? Ben okuyacağım. I'm gonna read. But when I say dergiyi arkadaşıma okutacağım, it means I will have my friend read the magazine. So, ben söyleyeceğim, I will say, arkadaşım okuyacak. And my friend will read. In this case, I have to say ben, followed by the person who's going to do the action, arkadaşıma, and the action he's going to do, okutacağım. Anlaşmayı bugün imzalayacak. He will sign the agreement today. Kim imzalayacak? Who's gonna sign? O imzalayacak. He's gonna sign the agreement. But when I say anlaşmayı bugün ev sahibine imzalatacak, it means he will have the agreement signed by the landlord today. So he's gonna say, and they will make the landlord to sign the agreement. Which means, in this case, onlar, the people who's gonna tell, followed by the person who's gonna do the action, ev sahibi, followed by the action he's gonna do, which is imzalatacak. Gömleklerimi ütüledim. I ironed my shirts. I did the action. Ben ütüledim. But when I say gömleklerimi anneme ütülettim, it means ben söyledim, annem ütüleyecek. I said and my mom will do the action. I had my shirts ironed by my mother. In this case, it will become ben, the person who's gonna say, followed by the person who's gonna do the action, anneme, followed by the action that's gonna be done, which is ütülettim. Kapıyı açtım. I opened the door. Who did this action? Kim kapıyı açtı? Ben açtım. I did open the door. But when I say kapıyı arkadaşına açtırdı means he had her friend open the door. So he said and the friend did the action. In this case, o arkadaşına açtırdı. The person who said, followed by the person who did the action, followed by the action that's done. Şurubu çocuğa içirdim. I gave the syrup to the child. Syrup here is the medicine. Şurubu çocuğa içirin. It means give the syrup to the child. So, someone is telling me to give the syrup to the child. Someone is telling me. Let's say the doctor told me to give my child the syrup, the medicine syrup. O bana soruyu çözdü. He solved the question. He did it. The person himself. But when I say soruyu ablasına çözdürdü, so it means he told his big sister and the big sister did the action. He had his sister solve the problem. He didn't do it. His sister did. But after he told her to do. In this case, o ablasına çözdürdü. Annem komşulara yardım ediyor. My mom helps the neighbors. She's doing the action. My mom. Annem yardım ediyor. But when I say annem komşulara yardım ettirdi, it means my mom had the neighbors help by us. So my mom said, annem söyledi, ben yardım ettim. I help. My mom told me to do the action. Annem bana ettirdi. Tüm sınıf sınavdan önce koştu. The whole class ran before the exam. They ran by themselves. But when I say öğretmen tüm sınıfı sınavdan önce koşturdu, it means the teacher told the students to do the action, which is to run. The teacher made the whole class run before the exam. In this case, öğretmen, the person who says tüm sınıfı, the pupil who's going to do the action, followed by the action itself, koşturdu. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.